What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. We got a lot of topics to discuss in this video. Topics such as Iron Giant is currently unplayable and the reason as to why that is. A hint that a big update will be dropping next week and what we can expect from said update. And then of course we got some more data mined information of future content that will be coming into the game. But as always, I will give a spoiler warning before we dive into that stuff. So if people are trying to avoid that, I totally respect that. But with that being said, let's discuss. So let's start with the Iron Giant currently being unplayable. And I feel bad for any free-to-play players or new players that bought Iron Giant and now you don't have access to the character. And you're wondering why that is. Well, take a look at this clip real quick. I'll let it kind of play. But as you can see, Iron Giant has an infinite, and it makes it so the other opponent, and this is just one of a few infinites that Iron Giant was causing ruckus with. So in the clip that you see, Iron Giant goes to grab the opponent, but then immediately goes into a taunt. And he has a perk equipped that anytime he taunts, the taunt becomes fancier, which is why you see the animation behind him. And then if he cancels out of that taunt, he's able to then quickly go into the grab animation again, which is essentially an endless cycle. So that makes it unplayable for any opponent that gets caught in this. So Multiversus will be correcting and changing this in some way, whether it's Iron Giant's reaction time or a change to the perk itself. I'm not quite sure. Iron Giant's causing a little bit of a ruckus, but Player First Games, Multiversus, they're going to be changing either Iron Giant and or a couple of perks in this process. But another thing to mention from the Player First Games tweet and the quoted tweet from Multiversus there, both tweets do say that they will update us next week on Iron Giant status, but the Player First Game says, see you next week with more information. So could next week possibly be the first big update for Multiversus? And I think this would be a good time frame for the game to finally have an update, because as of today, when this video gets uploaded, Multiversus has now been out for 1 week. So you gotta have some sort of update with a lot of the things that the players have been asking for, right? So what are some of these features that are gonna be coming into the update whenever it does drop? Well, Tony does tell us this. Some of the changes are going to be simple, like fixes to the team colors. So you should if you turn it off, you should no longer have like the tint. So if the team color, the opposing team color is red, you will no longer have them covered in ketchup the entire time. So that'll be fixed. End of game stats is going to be on its way. Swapping side and neutral attack, which was another feature from the open beta, which is coming back into the game, so that's going to be massive improvement. Adjustable input buffer settings, and even, well, etc. More to come. In fact, I have information a little bit thanks to one of my friends over on Twitter. Godzilla for Multiversus sent me a little screenshot from a direct message that he had with Tony, and he asked Tony if the next patch will include a fix to gain Battle Pass XP by playing the game. So is that coming to the game as well? Well, as you can see on the bottom message there, Tony says that they are talking about this right now. So they know, Player First Games, Tony and his team, they know that this is something the players want. And I'm just guessing when he says that they're talking about it, they're trying to figure out the proper way to implement this. Again, what's the proper amount of XP that you should get after a match, after winning a match? Should there be consecutive matches played bonus? How much do you get for a loss? So there's some numbers to kind of work out there, but they are talking about this, and I do expect this to be implemented at some point. Maybe this isn't a part of the next patch, but this should be coming to the game some point in the future. Now is where I give the spoiler warning, because the rest of the video, and we got a lot to get through, but this is your spoiler warning. If you're trying to avoid anything, trying to avoid knowing anything coming into the future of the game, this is your warning to click off. Thank you for stopping by if you are leaving. Hopefully I catch you on the next one. But we are entering the spoiler room brawl in 3, 2, 1. Let's start with an alternate costume that is coming to the game, and that will be for the eventual playable characters of the Powerpuff Girls, because Multiversus Susie tells us the Powerpuff Girls have a skin for the rowdy rough boys. Mojo Jojo actually has dialogues with them in-game, so that's pretty damn cool. Now we're going to talk about stages that are coming to the game, and again, I cannot show the actual images. But don't worry, I came up with very realistic looking, yeah, very realistic. But I came up with, at least a mock-up of what the stage is going to look like. So up first, we do know the WB Water Tower is coming to the game, but I guess it's going to have two variants or two versions. So the one on the left, I'm not sure which version is 1 and 2, but essentially one version is going to have one main bottom platform and then 2 mini floating platforms. And then the other version, I guess, is just going to have the main bottom platform. Next stage is going to be the Acme Lab. So this is more of a, I think, just a prototype, but here's my realistic version of how the stage looks. So ignore the Resnors from Super Mario World. They're not a part of the stage, but the platforms that they are on. If anyone's played Super Mario World, you might recognize this. But the 4 mini platforms that the Resnors or the Rhinoceros or the Triceratops, whatever you want to call them, but the 4 platforms that they're on, the mini ones, those rotate in like a circle. So that's going to be an object or an obstacle or, well, platforms a part of the stage. And of course, on the bottom, you're going to have one long main platform. And then you see the spotlights that I put on there. They're meant to represent what I believe are supposed to be laser beams, like that are coming out from the back of the stage. So I guess those are going to be stage hazards. Next stage that we're going to talk about is the lake from Friday the 13th, Camp Crystal Lake. And the stage this one could be quite unique and something different than anything else we have currently in the game. And why do I say that? Well, here's what the stage is kind of going to look like for the most part. One main long dock right in the middle of the stage. So that's going to be your main platform. But you do see the water on both sides from this image. And that's how it's represented in game as well. There's going to be water on the left and water on the right of the dock. So supposedly, Lysol tells us that you should be able to go underwater in this stage. Now let's go over events that are coming to the game. We have talked about this briefly on the channel, but there's a lot more information that we have this time around. So event number 1, and this one's coming very soon, the Top Dog Challenge. In fact, I think we can even see like the grayed out logo in game currently, but Top Dog Challenge goes from June 7th through June 11th. Play online matches, fight to the top of the leaderboard, and earn up to 6,000 perk currency. So that's good for new players. Perk currency you need for, well, new perks and everything, so that's good. Older players, open beta players that played a lot, perk currency is not really going to affect us too much because we probably already had well more than enough that we needed, so it's still cool. New events coming to the game very soon, so we see the dates on that one. But what about the event after that? And we got quite a few here. So the next one, presumably after that, is going to be Team Batman versus Team Joker. And this one might be a little controversial, but we'll get to that in just a second. This one should run from June 11th through June 20th. Now it says complete the missions to earn Battle Pass progress. I'm very much in favor of that. And fighter currency. Good. New players need, well, actually just every player in general needs more fighter currency, right? We should be able to unlock characters a little bit easier than we currently are, but having more fighter currency a part of these events is a good way to, help close the gap. But then at the bottom there, it does say earn additional 100 Gleamium by completing the T-shirt variant. And that is the T-shirt from the Rift where the characters are wearing like the Joker T-shirts, the ones I'm talking about, right? So I don't know how people are going to feel about that, because the only way, I think we could get the Velma T-shirt for free if I'm not mistaken, but otherwise, if you don't have that, the only other way to get the T-shirt variants is to buy them with actual Gleamium. So I really wish they would have put the T-shirt variants as like a reward as a part of the Rift. That way everyone could earn them for free, so nobody gets left out on these challenges. But, I'm just reporting on what I see online. Next event, The Rise of Jason. June 18th through the 27th, complete missions to earn Battle Pass XP and a Seaside Tom and Jerry skin. So there you go, another event. We can earn another free costume. So if you're a Tom and Jerry player, or if you're just a collector in general, you got a new skin to look forward to from June 18th to the 27th. And it does say there's going to be a second, or maybe it's a part of the whole thing, but there's a second character mastery event, June 21st through June 27th, the second power pledge. And we just had the first one. That was the reps and sets one. Basically, every time you leveled up a character, you advanced one level in the event. And every level got you, did start perk currency and then fighter currency, and then you're able to earn Gleamium at the end. So that's what it is again. Basically, level up characters and you're going to be rewarded every time you hit a new level on any of your characters. So if you got some that are, if you have a few characters that are still at level 0, make sure they stay there up until this event starts, because then you're going to be able to take advantage of these events a lot easier. Next one is called the Multiversus Summer Throwdown, or MV Summer, and it will go from June 25th through July 4th. Complete missions to earn Battle Pass XP and a shark hat variant for Harley Quinn. Okay, there you go, another event, cool. Another variant to collect. Because right after that, or during the same time frame actually, there's going to be a Discovery Shark Swag Week going on from June 28th to July 5th. Happy Shark Week MVPs, be sure to catch the wave before it heads back to sea. So for the next 6 days, every time you log in, you'll get a box with a sweet shark hat, or maybe a little surprise. So it sounds like every time you log in during this event, you'll get a shark hat variant for I guess a random character. We'll have to see how that goes, or I'm not sure what they mean by maybe a little surprise. Maybe you can get Gleamium instead. We'll have to see how that goes, but just log in and get free stuff. Who can be upset about that? Next up, yeah, we're still going with these events. Next up is called the Attack of the Giant Megalodog. I like it. July 2nd through July 11th, complete missions to earn Battle Pass XP and a Matrix variant for LeBron. Now, this is just me going to speculate very quickly. It's called the Attack of Giant Megalodog, so maybe a part of the event is we fight a boss type of character with a rain dog in the shark hat variant, but he's just going to be like giant sized, so I could go for that. I think that'd be pretty fun. Next event, the Age of Smith, July 9th through the 18th. Complete missions, earn Battle Pass XP and a Matrix variant for the Iron Giant, and then complete the Matrix variant missions to earn 300 fighter currency. So I do believe there's ways currently. Can we earn free Matrix characters right now? I know, okay, I guess they gave away Banana Guard for free if you're able to get a code. I didn't get one, so that sucks, but is there anything a part of the Battle Pass? I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but if you have a Matrix variant skin, you're going to be able to complete missions and earn extra fighter currency, so that's cool. And finally, the last one that we'll talk about, Keep It Rollin' Doc, July 16th through the 20th, earn Battle Pass XP simply for logging in every day. So this is a way to, at the end of the season, again, Season 1 is going to end roughly around, July 23rd. So log in towards the end here, July 16th through the 20th, and you're just going to get extra additional XP towards your Battle Pass. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And then wrap up Season 1, which this one appears to still be under development, but it says it's July 19th and July 20th, so only like 2 days. But complete missions to earn fighter currency and the Circuit Crew Jake variant. I have no clue what that is, but that sounds cool. But end of the season sounds like they're kind of loading up a little bit more, so play during the end of the season, log in, get free stuff, play games, get even more free stuff. So kind of cool. I like what I'm hearing. So hopefully all these events are pretty good, but that is all that I found. Hope you all enjoyed as always, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.